Hi guys, what's up? My name's Lauren. I'm a certified personal trainer and today's video has been very highly requested, so on my channel you can go check it out. I often review different fitness influencers, workout videos, and workout programs, and I often talk about how many calories that you can expect to burn while doing these programs. And I also often talk about heart rate zones. So I monitor all of my workouts using my Garmin fitness tracker right here, which I can link down below. And I often talk about my max heart rate and how to use but I've never talked about, I've never talked about how to use a fitness tracker and how to use your heart rate to actually get the most out of your workout. So today that's what I'm going to be talking about, and I just want to give a little FYI that I am a personal trainer, so I study this, and all of the things that I'm going to tell you are from what I learned through the process of becoming a personal trainer, through that whole certification process, and then also from reputable sources. So I'm giving you 100% accurate information. I even took notes on my laptop so you can be sure that this is all accurate information and you can use it to increase the efficiency of your workout. So I hope you enjoy, and before I get into it, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and let's get into it. So working out in general won't give you the results you want. You are going to have to combine working out with a healthy diet. And so part of my healthy diet is, I've talked about this before, but the green Superfood Blend from TEAMI. So I really like this blend. I've tried a lot of different superfood blends, and so basically what it is just a way to get in your greens by just mixing it into your water, mixing it into your smoothie, however you want, instead of having to go out and buy like fresh kale, fresh spinach, fresh matcha, all of that. So you can just get it all in one scoop. So TEAMI was really nice and sent this to me. They also sent me a tumbler, and I love to make this every single day to really just kickstart my nutrition. And like I said, you're not going to see the results you want without a healthy diet. So I'd highly recommend investing in your diet. And in order to do that, I invest in this Superfood Blend. And if you want to try it, or if you want to try any other TEAMI products, then you can use my code LRUBY20 for 20% off your entire purchase, and I promise you will not regret it. So if you do use that code and you do try out the Superfoods Blend, then please let me know, comment down below, and we can talk about it because I really enjoy it, and I think that you will too. So now getting into heart rate zones. So basically this is all about different heart rate zones and how to train with them. So you might be wondering after watching my videos what your max heart rate and what your target heart rate really means and how to calculate that. So in this video, I will tell you everything you need to know about heart rate zones and how to monitor it for yourself. So it's important to measure your heart rate so that you know exactly how hard you're actually working, because otherwise you could be running and you may think that you're doing this really vigorous workout and you're getting a great workout, burning tons of calories, but if you don't monitor it and you don't monitor your heart rate, you could be running an 8-minute mile for, I don't know, years. And so over time, you're going to get better at that 8-minute mile. And at first, it might be really vigorous exercise, but after a year or two of doing that same mile every day, it's not going to be vigorous exercise anymore. And you may feel that, your body may tell you that, but it's also nice to have some solid evidence of what zone you're in, and so you could monitor that by your heart rate, because your heart rate would likely no longer be as high while doing this 8-minute mile. Now this is just an example. So to figure out your target heart rate, you need to know your max heart rate. So your max heart rate is the most amount of beats per minute that your heart can pump without it being dangerous. And so in order to calculate this, there's a lot of different formulas being tossed around. The original formula is 220 minus your age. So for me, it would be 220 minus 21. So the maximum heart rate that I would want to reach during a workout is 199 without things being too dangerous. And so now this is just a ballpark estimate. You don't have to be like, oh my god, I'm at 201, I'm going to die. It's not like that. Also, there's other formulas that you can use, but basically this is just the range that you want to be in, and you don't want to get above this range. In general, according to the American Heart Association, the target heart rate during moderate activity is between 50 and 70% of your maximum heart rate. So for me, this is 199 times 0.5, which is about 99, so that would be the minimum I would want to reach for moderate activity. And then maximum is 199 times 0.7 for me, which is about 140 maximum. And so anything more than this would be considered intense exercise for me. And now this is going to differ by a lot of different factors. So for example, if you work out really often, your resting heart rate may be lower because your heart no longer has to work as hard to pump blood because you're used to this. You've kind of reached like base point. And so, like I said, this is going to differ by person. So like I work out every single day, so I can train in a higher heart rate zone than someone who has never worked out before. But that's something you're going to just have to figure out on your own. For just general purposes, you can use 220 minus your age to figure out your max heart rate, but definitely take into consideration how often you work out, if you have any underlying health conditions, and other things like that. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the 5 heart rate zones. And so these are what I talk about in my videos a lot. So these are important to know because you can know which zone you're training in, and they all have different benefits. So zone 1, I'm looking on my notes, so that's why I'm looking over here. Zone 1 is 50 to 60% of your maximum heart rate. So this is beginning level aerobic training, and one of the benefits of this is it's a really good way to just ease yourself into exercise. You can do a fast-paced walk and you can still burn calories, still get in a good cardio workout, but it's really a beginning level, and then it also can help reduce stress. So zone 2 is 60 to 70% of your maximum heart rate. And so this is basic cardiovascular training, and it's a really good recovery pace. And so this is an essential part of every workout. Every workout is going to incorporate some time in this zone, zone 2. And if you train for a long time in this zone, you can actually improve your endurance. And then zone 3 is 70 to 80% of your maximum heart rate. So this is where you start to work a bit harder. And so this can lead to improved aerobic capacity, and this is also optimal cardiovascular training. So this is where a lot of people recommend that you train the most in. And so spending 20 to 60 minutes in the zone is widely considered to provide the most training benefits. And in the zone, you burn 50% of your calories from carbohydrates, 50% from fat, and less than 1% from protein. So that's why a lot of people call this the fat burning zone. And then zone 4 is 80 to 90% of your max heart rate, and in this zone, you burn 85% of your calories from carbohydrates and only 15% from fat. And then same thing, less than 1% from protein. So you can see that there's a difference. In zone 3, you're going to be burning 50% of your calories from fat, and in zone 4, you're going to be burning only 15% of your calories from fat. And so in zone 4, one of the benefits is that it can lead to improved anaerobic capacity threshold, and it can also lead to improved speed. So this is definitely a more advanced zone to train in. And then lastly, zone 5 is your maximum effort. So this is 90 to 100% of your maximum heart rate. And so this can lead to anaerobic and muscular endurance and increased power. But you can't stay in the zone for very long, and you can't stay in it for more than a few minutes, and you should not stay in it for more than a few minutes because that can be dangerous because you're working too hard. So you burn the most calories in the zone because as your heart rate increases, the amount of calories that you're burning increases. 90% of the calories that you burn in the zone are from carbohydrates, and only 10% are from fats, and again, less than 1% are from protein. So this is why it's really important to eat carbs before and after your workout, because you're burning a lot of calories if you're doing an intense workout from carbohydrates, so you're going to need to replenish that. So clearly every zone has a different benefit, and there actually isn't one zone that you should train in. So every zone has a different benefit, and it's actually not good to just train in one zone all the time. You heard that there's a couple zones that people like more than others for different reasons, but if you're doing all high intensity, that's not going to be good for you. But if you're staying in zone 1 the whole time, that's also not going to prove any benefits. So now that you know how to monitor your heart rate with your watch, so you can also just use your fingers to monitor your pulse, and now you can kind of tailor your workouts to your needs. So I typically recommend doing 3 days of vigorous exercise for people who are trying to lean out and lose a little bit of weight. So this would be 3 days of pretty intense exercise, and you can gradually work your way up to high intensity interval training. At first you can just do a light jog, and then gradually work your way up for these 3 days. And then I also recommend doing 3 days of strength training. And so the combination is what is really going to give you results, but I can't recommend one plan for everyone because everyone has different goals, different max heart rates, and just different zones that are going to benefit you. So I highly recommend doing your own research now that you have this base knowledge. And then also keep in mind that heart rate zones are interesting to look at for strength training, but they're really only relevant for cardio training because that's when you're really working on improving your endurance, improving your cardiovascular health, and burning calories, whereas strength training has a whole other dimension to it and a lot of other different benefits that I can talk about in another video if you'd like, but this video would be so long if I tried to talk about all of it. So if you have any questions, you can leave them down below. I'm happy to answer any of them. This is me just kind of giving my personal training services for free, so don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this and benefited from this at all. And if you have any suggestions for future informational videos that you'd like to see, let me know. If you didn't really like the informational video style and you want to just stick and you want me to just stick to reviews and personal and original workouts and things like that, also let me know that. Any feedback is helpful, and I always like to hear from you guys. And also don't forget to check the description box down below for links to specific products that I talk about in this video. And thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.